This is it, the moment you've all been waiting for, the long-awaited return of the Kickin Back podcast to bring us into Season 6 of the AFLW. My name is Hayley Miller and I'm here with my co-host Emma Driscoll.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So good to be here. Excuse my nodes before we get started. I have problems with my vocal cords that have been diagnosed.
Can you please explain what that is? Actually, if you've seen Pitch Perfect... Yeah, she's got notes.
I can hit the low notes, baby. No, I don't. It's actually when you misuse your vocal cords. It might not be. It might be also to do with me being very loud. But yeah, just after the weekend, every weekend. No, because I've been
after the weekend. What's happening on the weekends?
I've been yelling. I was at the Women's Glory soccer game on the weekend, so it wasn't partying. It was cheering Tash Rigby on, so
good, yeah, because we're in pre-season now.
Yeah.
No partying.
Yeah.
We also welcome back Mim Strong. Producer Mim is meant to try and keep us in check throughout the year, so good luck with that, Mim, since Driscoll and I have actually taken over the role of preparing the podcast and the topics that we're going to discuss. So the podcast is immediately going to be better this year, but it's great to have you back.
Thank you very much. I was a little worried. There were some changes being made, so I might be fired, but still here, so thank you.
You made the cut just. Only just.
No, that's good. And I think just a little bit of a different structure this year, I guess, with Miller and I. Well, let's be honest, it's not me, it's Miller doing all the script writing here. And today we actually don't have a guest on our potty because we thought we'd do our first ever pre-season podcast. So it's just going to be about me and Hayley and I.
Very good English there.
Correct.
All right, so let's just jump straight into that. So we don't have a guest, but we're going to learn a little bit more about each other. Now we thought we'd make it interesting instead of just learning about our stories, because that can get boring. Well, my story's boring anyway. But let's kick it off with a little game. So I'm going to ask Driscoll a few questions about me, and just to see how well she knows her co-host. All right, are you ready?
Yep.
So we'll start fairly easy, because I think you know this one.
I do.
All right, so Driscoll, what is my coffee order?
Okay. It is a small, so the little cup's not a mug, cappuccino, and it has to have a little H written on top in the chocolate. Little H from Little H Cafe for Little Hayley.
Yeah. Little H Cafe in Duncraig. Well, I'll tell you the story on this, because I went the other day actually, and I didn't actually get the little H on top, and I was devastated, and I was like, can you please take it back? But I'm not that person. I can't take things back, but honestly, I got pretty close. One other thing, you know what? Normal though, if you're ever going to buy me a coffee in an actual coffee cup, just a flat white will do.
Oh.
But that was great. Only when I'm sitting down having a coffee, because then I can eat the chocolate off the top. But if it's in a cup, if it's in a takeaway coffee cup, what's the point?
You take the lid off and lick the lid.
Yeah, no, that's too much effort.
Okay.
Because I'm always driving.
Random.
When I'm drinking coffee. All right, question number 2. What is my favourite game day brekkie?
Oh, God. Oh.
Sorry, guys. That was the notes.
The notes, see what I mean? When I try to go high, I need to stay low. Okay. Geez, they're going to think Griff Logue and David Mundy's on this podcast. Okay, sorry. I don't think you're a hot breakfast girl.
Okay.
Am I wrong? I got it. Can you say like hot, cold? Like.
Oh, well.
Like I think toast would be as far as you'd go.
Depend. Oh.
It can't depend.
Kind of be both. Like it's. Like
I just feel like you wouldn't.
A real millennial thing.
Would you have eggs on toast?
Yeah, but with something else.
Is it not mushroom? I don't know why. It's not with bacon.
No.
You have cereal as well.
No,
I've
hate cereal.
Got it.
I hate cereal.
I swear you're not a hot breakfast girl. I can see you eating like 2 pieces of toast.
Smashed avo with 2 poached eggs on top.
Smashed avo with eggs?
Yeah. Smashed avo with eggs on top.
Okay, so the only part of that I got right was the toast.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
I'm going to pay more attention.
All right. Question number 3. What is my night before game routine? You have to know this. What do I do every time before a game?
At night?
Well, yeah.
How How do I not know? Oh my gosh, I can't. How do I not know this?
Look at me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I do know this. Miller has to use her Bondi Sands, or she's been changing brands recently.
What's the
to
new brand?
Lee Tan.
Yeah,
so
Tan.
She has to have a tan on before game day.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
is this the night before or sometimes 2 days before?
Well, sometimes 2 days before. If we're travelling away, if I can't be bothered putting it on, and also hotel sheets are super white and you just don't want to ruin them. I don't want to have to pay for them. So sometimes I do it before I go.
Do you like the smell though?
No one likes the smell.
Yuck, yeah.
No.
How do you get your back done?
No one likes this. My left arm can get right up there.
Right
my right
up
one
there.
sucks, but look.
Oh my gosh. But what about with an open palm?
Yeah, but you got to do it on the back of the thing.
The
so then
back
I
of the
can-
mitt.
yeah.
That is like some sort of
I've figured it.
ambidexterity.
I've figured it all out. I know exactly how to get every part of my back. Anyway,
Good
number
on you.
4.
Mm-hmm.
What is my favourite goal celebration?
Oh, the double cobras.
See, this is why I put this question in here, because I knew Brett would be here and I want him to stop using that photo
Double cobras.
because I don't like it. I just like the
The
single
one,
one.
the yeah.
Just the single one. Anyway, that was a
Yeah.
good segue to tell Brett in a nice way, don't put that photo everywhere again.
Brett put it on the podcast. That's our front photo for this episode.
All right, and last one. What sports did I do growing up?
Oh, you did beach surf lifesaving.
Yeah. Well, there's more than that.
Yeah, okay.
But
well,
that's
was
probably one of the main ones.
the reason you're fast is because you had to run in sand.
Yeah. Like
Insane.
who decides to do that?
You were telling me, actually, we had a chat the other day, Miller, about your previous sports and how you felt sorry for your mum and dad when you were a kid because Saturday mornings you had athletics on and then Sunday mornings, early mornings, you'd have surf lifesaving. So
It's a rough time.
there's two.
And then we fit soccer and
Soccer,
netball in
yeah,
there as
netball,
well.
yeah.
So, yeah, I did feel sorry for them. When I'm a parent, absolutely not. They'll be doing one sport per season and that's it. All right, now I've got a little bonus question.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
Did you or did you not hide me from your Instagram story? Just answer the question. I don't want any backstory. I just want, did you or did you not hide me from your Instagram story?
Yes, because I am so open and honest with my teammates.
Okay. Why?
You taught me
What's
no
it?
backstory.
Yeah, I said
Okay,
I don't want the backstory
I do not
from
know
you.
why Hayley Miller and Gabby O'Sullivan were the only people that I've blocked from my Instagram story besides my ex-teachers.
So it can't have been an accident. Because why
It
your
can't have.
ex-teachers and me and Gabby...
Well, I clearly deliberately blocked my ex-teachers.
just
You know
doesn't
what?
it-
Apparently-
It's just a bit... Doesn't really add up to me.
I've looked into it. And there's the 3 dots on there that you can click. Like, if you click on the 3 dots on someone's profile, I don't know, for some reason, it can automatically do it.
It's not that easy to do. It's not that easy to do. What I really would like to know, and just for you to be like truth serum, tell me honestly, what were you trying to hide from me?
Yeah, maybe it was something about you. But
Yes.
the other
Are you talking about me?
the other team?
Or-
I'm sure your teammates would have told you.
Yeah, exactly. So what else were you doing that they wouldn't have told me about?
I don't
Anyway.
know. Anyway,
Shall we move
yes,
on from
I
that?
did.
But
We're back to being
Can't
friends.
believe you did that. Do you know how we found out? Is Driscoll actually sent me a screenshot of her own story and said, "Oh my God, Brett's going to kill me because of this." And I went to look at your story. It wasn't there. And I was like, "Oh, have you blocked me from your story? Because I can't see it." And there we go.
And I said,
And that was it.
yeah, I must
And you were
have.
like, "No, of course I didn't. Of course I didn't." And then I went on your phone and I showed you exactly.
And I
where
looked at
said.
it, and the top 2 was Hayley Miller and Gabby O'Sullivan have been blocked from my story. That's
Anyway,
shame.
yeah. It's a rough topic. We're really working through
Yeah,
that.
we're getting
the
through
podcast almost didn't happen because of it.
This
That's
is
fine.
true.
All
We're
right,
here.
your turn.
Okay. Hayley, what is my guilty pleasure?
Oh God. Oh, are we
can-
talking like a food, or like a, like a?
I had my head very far in the gutter then, but it's out.
So did I, and then
And
I had to pull it out. I had to pull my head out of the gutter real
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
because
like,
this is a family-friendly podcast.
cheat day meal.
Okay.
Cheat day meal, food, everything food.
Cheat day meal.
It doesn't have to be a meal. Or like
Is it
just
like
a cheating snack?
Is it a cinnamon bun?
Oh,
You didn't even think of
I
that.
didn't even think of that.
That's your favourite smoothie.
I'm glad you know that. That's, you know what, that's a tick.
That's a tea, okay. I was going to say like hot chocolate or Coca-Cola or... Is that it? Yes!
It was definitely like
Coke.
But then
It's Coke.
also, I'm really like you going along those lines with chocolate. I'm definitely a chocolate girl.
Yes.
So that was
Just
nice.
having flashbacks to the podcast last year in Adelaide.
Came out
One of
my
our
nose.
best ever, best yet.
No.
Okay.
Okay, next one. Oh, this is a good one. What is my dream career if I'm not already living it now?
Oh, it would be something like...
You know.
Do you know what? I could imagine you being on bloody Broadway or something like that. Or is it like a singer? Or it's actually Nodes can't do that. The
The nodes limit me.
I'm limited. I am limited because I have nodes.
I have to live with nodes. I'm Emma Driscoll and I live with nodes.
I feel like,
It's like on the lines of Broadway, but like,
an actor,
no.
actress.
Just being
No.
like a news presenter.
Yeah, okay. Just on TV. You just want to be on TV.
Just like on TV. Like
Everyone know me. Look at me. I'm
here
Emma
I am.
Driscoll. Here I am. Look at me. I'm on TV.
I couldn't do,
Mum,
like-
look, I'm on TV.
I couldn't do like the commentary like Daisy Pierce, like shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would get far too distracted, but
No, you could do boundary riding.
oh yeah,
You just stand there, look pretty and talk about the weather.
perfect. Amazing. Gee, thanks for undermining all my other abilities. Okay. Oh, this one's actually a good one because you know it straight away.
Okay.
What is my secret talent that didn't come out until this year?
You can do a backflip.
Yeah, I can.
It was epic. I tell you, I remember you do it. I was just going about my own business, turn over, and there's Driscoll flipping in the air, full on run up, cartwheel, plant your feet, full backflip. Amazing.
I'm so glad you think so. Yeah.
Where did you just whip that out from, and where has it been the last few years?
Everyone's asked me that, but like I feel like how do you bring up to the group, hey guys, I can actually do a backflip.
I don't
Want to
know,
see
just-
it? I'm just going to do it.
Just randomly do it.
Well, I feel like I haven't got an opportunity until now. And then I just thought, random
mean?
Thursday night session, I'm not too tired, I'm going to flip one out.
Well, there's a whole paddock out there.
There is.
Oh, have you not kicked a goal at training
Yeah.
or in a game?
Hey, it doesn't have to be a goal celebration. I
No,
said
in
I'll
from the
do
back
one
line.
every win that we get.
Okay.
Okay.
I will hold you to that.
All right.
Anyway, it was amazing. If anyone hasn't seen it, go to Kate Starr's Instagram story. Surely she posted it on
She's
her actual thing.
100%.
I'm sure it's there. Go and have a look at
Ridiculous.
it. It's very impressive. Is that it?
That's
Is
all.
that your question?
I mean, there was a few more,
Fantastic.
but I kind of want to cap it there.
Yeah, okay. Fantastic. All right. Let's then get into, now we've figured out, about each other and everyone knows a little bit more about us. Nothing interesting or important, but you know
Nothing to do
a
with
bit
football.
about us. Yeah. Let's go into off-season. Just go tell us about off-season and what did you get up to? How was your program and all of that?
Yeah, I was busy. The pre times 7,000 million season was really difficult but good. I was on my prac this year for physio, my final year of physio, so that was 5-week blocks.
And we have now
And I've now
graduated. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing. And now we are both unemployed physios. We're going to change the podcast name to 2 unemployed physios. But
Anyway, that's what I was doing in the off season, as
Love
well
that.
as running Kate's 4x300 metre runs, then 200s, then a 4 laps recovery, which wasn't a lap of recovery because you had to run it in 5 minutes, and then another 2K time trial at the end. That's what I was doing, which was
and
hard.
surely going to the races 5,000 times in between that.
Not race season, but I have been recently.
You have been recently.
course.
I feel like that's where you're going every Saturday.
Of course,
I'm off to the races again.
Why not? Why not? Who doesn't love a good horse race?
Very true. And you are the mayor of Northam or
Don't
something.
even
The
say-
Queen. What are you?
The Queen.
The Queen? The
Oh, is that
Princess.
Queen?
Princess, Queen,
Queen's better.
Mare, whatever.
Anyways.
We have a big love for Kate on this podcast in general, but yes, her running programs were a bit ridiculous. They always are. I reckon we are the fittest that we've ever been.
Oh.
I'm the fittest I've ever been.
1,000%.
But look, we had discussions about making a little segment about Kate. I'm not sure what we'd talk about for 2 to 3 minutes every week. Do we have anything to talk about specific? She's gotten rid of the monkey. We haven't done much dancing lately.
No, but I think her social media platform is getting quite huge. So I think
How many
it'd be
followers
good
has it
to-
got?
I don't know. but
200?
She's made the highlights
Just the
club.
30, just the 31 girls follow her.
Yeah. So I think it'd be interesting to see what she has to say, and also she's always got an opinion. So it'd
This
be
is
good
true.
to get her
Maybe
to
we need
voice
to
that.
ask her
Yeah.
what she would like us to bring up on the podcast. Or
Good
we'll
idea.
work on that for the actual the deal. That's what we needed from this pre-season special. Just figure out what we need. What about Bob Murphy's appointment? What's he brought to the club, and was anyone in particular a little bit starstruck?
I would definitely say myself.
Yes.
I don't think
Did you see my eyes then?
yeah.
Starstruck. You.
I do not think I actually took a breath when I first met Bob. He took my breath away.
Oh, he took your breath away.
He's someone that you only see
Yes,
on
I
TV or I've watched Bob Murphy's highlights about 3,000 times on YouTube, and my nana, my whole family were just obsessed with him. So I think I had to be obsessed with him. And then I saw him in the flesh, the real Bob Murphy. What the hell?
Then what about when you first talked to him? Because I've found he's probably the nicest human being I've ever met.
Oh, he's so good. I went to shake his hand and he was like, we're in WA, let's hug. Grab me and hug. I was like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I was after.
I can die a happy girl now.
Yeah.
Bob Murphy's given me a hug.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah.
He was really good. And I think his family, even just bringing them down to our training sessions, our first Meet the Family one was really good. And I think they'll fit in really nicely.
I 100% agree. And, well, I guess, once you'd see him as an incredible footy player, but then he's real good for the ego, really gives you a good pump up. And I think sometimes for a player that's been around for a long time, you don't get as much of that. It's all the new players get the big boost up. No, Bob
not
was all
him.
for it. I was like, I just feel really good about myself.
and
Anyway,
just how he,
Bob, if you're listening, keep doing that. Loved
Bob, I'm not going to idolise you if you don't listen to the podcast. Just saying.
So pretty much you're going to go down 10 notches if you don't listen to this podcast.
But what a legend.
All right, so we'll move into pre-season. I don't even know how many weeks we're into pre-season. Well, we're almost at the end of it. So tell who stood out for you during the pre-season?
Not to pump up your tyres, Miller, but I think that you had a very good off-season, and obviously you've been named captain now, which I don't know why I said that in such a bitchy voice. That was not what I meant at all. I meant, Miller's captain in my notes. Here we go. Let's go, Miller. Woo! You have worked your bum off this off-season, and it's really shown. Come back with the biggest double cobras I've ever seen. And you're obviously reflected in your 2K as well, but just out on the track, I think you're able to utilise your leadership skills more because
Not
your
knackered.
fitness is,
I'm not as knackered. Well, thank you. I'll pay you for that later.
Okay.
Pay for all those kind words later. I'd love to return the favour, but you haven't been training because you hurt your little finger. Look, to pump up people's tyres within the room, I'm going to pump up Mims real quick. Just because I got stepped by her on the weekend.
I
Real
was
bad.
just about to say
Real
that.
bad. So
I wasn't going to bring it up.
yeah,
but-
look, I can't not because the video is probably going to come out and I've got to.
I hope so.
I've got to talk about it because it's something I'm really working through at the moment.
I'll set the scene. Miller has just been announced as our captain. First training session as the captain, and it's in a conditioning drill at the beginning, right? And Mim, oh my gosh, Mim, this giraffe just comes in, picks up the most clean ground ball I've ever seen. Miller's charging as she does, front on, bit flat-footed, doesn't use her short steps. And Mim just goes, see you later, ball out here, sidestep to the right, and I'm away. Did you kick the goal?
No, I passed it off.
Oh,
but
Anyway, I just had my ankles broken and just walked off with my head down in shame.
I think you took it like a champion.
Yeah.
You did just you blatantly saw that your ankles were broken and
accepted
you
defeat.
stumbled away.
I accepted defeat. feet. And I just slowly walked away, just continued walking in the way that I was going.
Maybe it was just a bit of a surprise for you, Miller.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. And all I could hear was all the shit I was getting from everyone around me.
I didn't say anything that whole
You didn't
day.
need to. You didn't need to because you'd already said it with your actions.
Everyone said something. Everyone had something to say.
so
Anyway,
Sorry about that on your first day as captain.
Yeah,
The ruck
it's rough.
steps.
Like, next time, like, just ease me in slowly, please. Anyway, swiftly moving on from that. What about the sessions themselves, Driscoll? Have you enjoyed, like, there's been a bit of a switch up in how we've sort of run things. How are you seeing it? Talk everyone through, like, what it looks like compared to, say, last year.
I think it's been really beneficial we train on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays, and our on-track sessions for Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays have changed a lot where we're not doing the same thing week to week. All of our drills change. We've actually flipped the way we're starting our training as well because, as we know, last year our starts weren't amazing. So I think the coaches have reevaluated that and gone back and done, say, a real short, sharp warm up and conditioning drill at the very beginning of training. So we're like hitting the ground running before then going into some. It's not really slower, but I guess we do match them on a Saturday there, and then we go into small-sided games after that, as well as some craft work. So I think we're ending the session a little bit slower and starting it really hard and fast, which I think has been awesome.
Absolutely, and we're hitting sort of 9-10K sessions on that Saturday particularly, or 11 to 12 if you're Turbo and Phil. They really, do you know what irks me is that when they there's an average line when we get our GPS results, and it's like so high because they're just really pulling the average up. And it's really hard for the rest of us to really stay on that average line.
The thing that I don't get is that they're able to run 12Ks and still have 1 kilometre of high speed running. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It is ridiculous.
It is.
And sometimes I just ignore there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's an outlier. We just get that's an outlier. We get rid of those. In statistics, you just get rid of them.
This is skewing our data.
Yeah, you just get rid of them in normal statistics. So pre-season camp, that's something new that we haven't done a pre-season camp. Not like the one we've done. We pretty much haven't done one ever. Tell us about the pre-season camp.
Yeah, it was really fun. I thought it might have been a bit of a SAS camp, like SAS.
Oh, I was like, SAS,
I
like
don't know
sassy.
if they say it like that.
Yeah.
But
SAS.
it definitely wasn't. It was like team building games. Really good to, I guess, get to know the new draftees. And it's always good to see people outside of football, like seeing your teachers outside of school.
What about the basketball game?
Yeah.
3v3, very serious.
Very.
It was great though.
It was, I think the best part about it was the intro that Juddy did for each team. So we had Eastie, Pewey and Mim. Yeah, sorry. Eastie, Pewey and Mim on one team.
Right, yeah.
And then on the other team we had Gemma, Morrow and Gabby. So I think it was
good. I had no idea who was going to win that.
I think it was very interesting.
Who came through with the goods, Mim?
We sure did.
We did.
It was Gabby was I think she was overexcited for the competition and she might have burnt out a bit before.
As she does.
Our team was very chill though. Like,
I thought so.
I feel like it wasn't really us wanting to win it, more us wanting them to lose.
Yeah,
that
true.
Sort of
Well, I feel like very different, very different.
That was
like,
cool and true.
personality. What did you just say?
I said crew, cool and true.
It was very crew. But very chill. You got Eastie's pretty quiet, and Pewey's just cool as a cucumber. And like Gemma would have been incredibly competitive. Gabby's just next level all the time. Poor Morrow, I feel like she's a little bit more level-headed, but probably got influenced by the others a little bit. But it was a very serious game. It was very good. Having everyone sort of up the top, looking down on the contest. No, it was awesome. My career aspiration is to get involved in a game like that. I don't think I'm ever gonna. I'm going to practice my basketball. Otherwise, I'm never going to get there.
We can do.
Maybe we can
beach
have a
sprints.
netball game.
Oh, I could do netball.
I think I'm too rough for netball now.
Someone might get beaten up. We just had the smoking ceremony as well, which is very powerful and obviously important tradition for us now. How did you enjoy that? How many of those have you done now? 3?
3, yeah. I think it just gets better and better every year. I think it's something that we all look forward to. And something that's, very, I guess, traditional and symbolic to not only our Indigenous players but our non-Indigenous players as well. And I think it's just adds another dimension to our club culture, and just it's a form of education as well. I think it's really good to get not only us but the community involved in educating around Indigenous
on that
players'
point,
cultures.
when we first did it, I think we've only done 4. We've done 4 of them now. When we first started doing it, I had no idea what any of it was about. And over the last 4 years, I've learnt so much about their culture and everything like that. And it does make you feel a lot more involved in it. And then when we have Indigenous round and all that, it just means so much more. And you kind of understand where the Indigenous players are coming from and why they're so passionate about their culture and everything. And it just brings everyone together. So. And for all the fans also to be involved in it now, it just gets bigger and bigger. I think we would have had over 100 plus people there. I'm not even sure how many. We probably had maybe 200, but it was an amazing
really good
morning. Nice early morning. How do you enjoy the early get up?
Yeah, look, I don't think I got a wink of sleep. When you're just anticipating getting up at 4 a.m. thinking that is the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard. And you just don't sleep. So I think I was up, but once I was up, I was racing. I was like, let's go. Get me there. Get me my jumper. And I guess when you're around the girls, it makes it a bit easier.
Absolutely. Now, one fun thing that we've done this pre-season, our strength and conditioning guy, my guy Boris, Corey Morris, he is getting married. Driscoll, what did you organise for him?
So even though I've done my physiotherapy degree, I think I'm more of an events planner. Yeah. Kelly Black hit me up. But we organised not a Bucks party, but instead a hens party, because why not? We're all his hens. Let's go. So we organised a hens party upstairs after training. He had no idea what was going on until he saw Bachelorette caution tape on the doors before walking in.
Set the scene.
So Juddy and myself sort of got together and decided on who was doing what. We delegated our roles well, told the group to all bring their corporate suits, which is something I'm very proud of because every single player pulled through with their corporate suits on that night. That's what we're about, commitment, dedication. Let's go upstairs. We all went after training. We had a speaker. We had balloons that were left over from Melbourne Cup.
It was perfect, really.
It was perfect. And everything was pink.
What did you make Boris wear?
Boris had to get into a small playing kit, one of ours.
Women's playing
kit with a pink wig.
Bob wig,
yeah.
So good.
And some red lippy.
And look, to his credit, he really took it in his... he just loved it.
He did.
Well, I think he loved it anyway. And the cake was pretty good too. Fixtures. Do we like them?
I think it's good that we even get a home game. I think I was kind of thinking we weren't even going to get one home game with how COVID's kind of going in this new Omicron.
So, how do you say Omicron sounds like a superhero?
Yeah.
100%. It sounds like...
Like a alien.
Like something from Marvel. Anyway. But, well, look. So, okay, based on that, that was... I didn't know where you're going to go with that. But anyway, based on what you've just said, so we're going to have to go into a hub. So there's already one in the fixtures. Maybe it'll be longer, maybe it'll be shorter. Like, who knows? What are your 3 hub must-haves?
My bikinis in all
How
different... Many? At least 7. 1 for each day.
Yeah, one each day of the week.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah, I love that.
Coke. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually drink Coke that much, guys. It's a very special treat for me.
Yeah.
But definitely my Birks. You can't go anywhere without your Birks. Maybe I'll bring even my 2 pairs.
You're going to wear your Birks and your bathers?
Birks and my bathers. Done.
Done. That's my outfit. Done.
What about you?
Is that 3? Yeah, okay. So, well, my number 1's obviously coffee. So you have to have, wherever we go, non-negotiable, there must be coffee from a proper, I can't have instant coffee. So they're going to have to probably bring over a barista.
There's nothing wrong with, Makona 45.
There's everything wrong with that. Hang on, because you've just gone through physio. You've just gone through prac, and I haven't drunk it since I was on prac because I drank that much while I was on prac. because that's all they give you as
Yuck.
a Povo physio student.
Yeah, it's just true.
Number 2, Monopoly Deal. You know what? Every year before this, I've never played it because I didn't know how to play it, but I've just learned how to play it, and that's actually such a good game. So now I'm excited for it. And then my third one would be like AirPods or headphones, so you can drown everyone out when you get sick of them.
It's a good, smart one.
Yeah, it looks practical, very practical. All right, obviously we've got a bunch of new draftees that we've got to talk about. How do you want to go about this? Do we just go through each of them and just talk a little bit about each of them? Maybe, strengths and what they've brought to the team and that kind of thing.
Keep it positive.
Yeah, let's
I mean, not that there's negative things. We like them, but
yeah, we like them, but starting with the first one, Airlie is probably the biggest trash talker I've ever met in my whole entire life. And she complains about everyone getting into her. And I'm pretty sure that's all you did.
She gives it. She gives it, but she can't take it. And she certainly thinks she can do a nice old Dustin Martin, see you later. I weigh 50 kilos, but here's my straight arm.
I love watching her get caught holding the ball, especially when it's me.
But she does pull it off sometimes.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
But she needs to know when to stop.
Oh! But no.
But she needs to know who to do it to. Don't try and Dusty Turbo.
Oh,
so that's just a dumb idea for anyone to try and do. Apart from that, actually pretty good addition to the group.
Definitely.
What's her biggest asset?
I think her positioning on the wing's really good. She's got she's really fit, and she is a nice runner.
She's really fit and she's a nice
runner. Do you know what I mean? Like she can get up the ground defensively, offensively. She positions herself well around stoppages, and I think it's nice that she has the confidence to take the game on.
Yes, absolutely. So I encourage her to keep doing that.
And I betted on a horse called Airlie Queen, and they won. So here we go. Here's the premiership in our hands.
What about Tux? Well, obviously we just know that she's incredibly quick.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want to try and take her on in a foot race at all. The other thing about her for me is that she just finished school while she was still like training with us, which just blew my mind. And it made me feel real old.
Yeah, when she wore a leavers jacket.
Rocks in with a leavers jacket on. I was like, oh my God, these girls are that young.
And she's obviously tiny as well.
Yeah.
But I've never met someone more like a pocket rocket than her. Like my biggest fear, I reckon, would be playing on her in an actual game.
Inside out real easy.
That quick sidestep like that from rugby that she does is incredible. I think she just needs a bit more confidence. Yeah,
I was just about to say that. Tux, confidence. Also, on the weekend, she knew exactly where I was supposed to be in the forward line, and I was like, just tell me, because I have no idea what I'm doing.
So good.
And I was like, Frankie, I reckon she's super sarcastic.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to her? Like one to one?
I think when
so sarcastic. Kind of funny.
Yeah.
But kind of not sure if she's joking or not.
Yeah, I know. It's real. She's definitely hard to read, but I think obviously she definitely means it in the nicest way. And you've got to peel back her layers to get
which is like an onion.
To get there. Onion.
She's got layers. Her obviously physical attributes in terms of football, very tall, athletic, can take a good grab.
Yeah, really good in the air. Really good.
Very good.
And she's got a good kick on her as well. Obviously she can kick goals, so that's good.
And can play forward and back. So she's done a little bit of both. Dozer. Look, she was a train-on last year, so awesome that she's managed to push herself through. I did not know that she was 26. I found that out.
26.
Don't want to say like she's old and whatnot, but I genuinely thought she was like 19.
No, she's not 26.
She's 26. There you go. Mind blown. Again.
She looks so much younger than that. I thought she was dead set like mine and Mim's age.
Yeah.
When she was rucking together.
Yeah, no, she's not.
No, get off it. I don't believe it. I'm going to ask her for a birth certificate.
Ask her tonight. J-Lo. Do you know about J-Lo? I didn't realise she was a...
We didn't really talk about Dozer's attributes
sorry.
than that she's 26. Oh my God, mind blown. We don't need to say anything else.
All right, let's go back to Dozer then. Yeah. What would you like to say?
Well, obviously it's good to have another ruck.
Yeah, Mim, what would you say about... Because you have to play against her.
No, Dozer's great. She's a really nice person, first of all.
She's
but
26.
also,
Can't
I
believe
think one of the best follow-up works I've seen in WA, which is really good because we have similar styles, which is great. And yeah, she's really strong as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully working with her. It's going to be very good.
Yeah. No, I think she took on rehab really well as well when she was out for a little bit.
All right, so I've just had a little sneaky piece of paper. Thanks, Brett, for trying to do that real sneaky. We haven't actually said what their actual names are.
Oh.
Anyway, for the for the people listening, sorry, forgot that no one is like, some people probably don't know specific ins and outs. So first one, Ailey Runnels. Well, Ailey Runnels.
Hope you can
Tux is Michaela Tahakarina.
No. You got to roll the R. Takarina.
What? No. Do you?
You do.
Say it again.
Say it again, but roll the R.
No, you say it.
Is it Tahakarina?
Yeah.
Takarana.
No, it's not. Is that your nose that won't let you do that?
Miller, say it. You got to roll the R. She told me the other day. You just try it.
Tahakarina. Why can't you do that?
That was really good. My nodes. Seriously.
I thought you could do deep. Try
I
it
can't
deeper.
do the.
Anyway, okay. And the next one we were talking, Frankie is Amy Franklin. Dozer is Sarah Wilshere. I was like, what's her real name? Sarah Wilshere. J-Lo is Jess Lowe. Now we'll talk about Jess Lowe. I didn't realise she was also really tanned, but not naturally.
Oh.
One time she rocked up to training and I was like, oh, she's real tan today. Anyway, anyone, jumps up a level in my books when they're the old Bondi Sands.
Was she?
Do you know what? That training session though, everyone was on it and I was so proud.
Oh, great.
What a time to be alive. Anyway, physical attributes.
Yeah, J-Lo's been playing in the back line and I think she's been doing awesome. She's very, very strong on the body and I think that's something she mentioned that she worked hard on over the last year. So she's definitely, she's got some pipes on her, that's for sure.
That is for sure.
Been in the gym and I think she's taken on, I guess, just every opponent that she's been given and done the best job. I think she was on Gemma the other day, did a couple of bumper bars and then took a really great intercept mark. So she's doing.
I remember playing against her when I was playing for Subi Waffle W during the year. She played for Claremont, and their coach at the end of the game gave her an award and was like, because she was playing on me that game, and he was like, look, just said all this about her playing really well on me and this and this. Man, I always get used as that person. I am like let's put her on Hayley. If they stop her, then
give them an award.
Give them an award, because I reckon every bloody person I play on gets an award for playing on me. Anyway, she was very good that game, and he said if she doesn't get drafted, there's something wrong, and there you go.
She's here.
She got drafted. Lastly, I hope we haven't missed anyone, but lastly, Dana East.
Dana North, South, West, East. Here we
Eastie.
go.
Eastie, as we like to affectionately call her. She's a real in and under player. She reminds me of Turbo.
Mate, I just can't. The one word that comes to my mind is grit.
Yeah.
Country girl from Manjimup.
Yeah, she is a tough nut. I also punched her in the ear and burst her eardrum of the first training sessions.
Got up, kept playing.
Still feel bad about that. I didn't actually mean to punch her in the face. We were on the same team. We were both tackling the same person, and I just full right hook into the ear, burst the eardrum, cut behind the ear, and she was like, "Nah, it's cool." And I was like,
"Yeah, she kept playing."
Yeah, no, she didn't. Actually.
No, she did.
Or she did for briefly, and then they made her go off.
Didn't even take any Panadol.
No, she's
a tough as nails.
Anyway,
agree.
So sorry. I hope your ear's okay.
And she plays midfield, obviously.
Yes,
in and under.
Absolute beast. Other talking points, just to wrap up the podcast today. Freo, we're going to talk about the Freo influence on other sports. So we went and watched Perth Glory Women's in their first game of the season.
Ruined my voice, but
Saturday night. Driscoll and I were talking about how much we really love soccer at the time when it was 1-0. and Brisbane were winning 1-0. And look, not much had happened in our defence. Not much had happened in a long while. And then all of a sudden, it was like the last 2 minutes of the game, kicked a goal. Then their team kicked the ball back to their goalie. She tried to trap it with her foot, went straight over into the goals. 2-1.
Oh, it was exhilarating. I cannot even describe it any other way. Is exhilarating a word? No.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that was perfect use of it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
It really did get my heart rate up. I was sitting on the grass with Miller. We were leaned back, half watching with half my eye the game because it was just going backwards and forwards as we know soccer does. There was a few small bumps where they'd fall over.
Yeah.
Typical soccer. Not typical women's, typical soccer.
Yeah, I reckon the women's are tougher than the men's.
Yeah, 100%. And then all of a sudden, we looked over at the perfect time for them to kick a goal. We jumped up in the
Everyone's
air.
off the hill.
We had our little signs that spelt Tash Rigby out, so each of us had a letter. Got up, shaking them around. Woo, go glory. Everyone's just gone off their nut. And then it just went back to dead silence. It was 1-1, like the whole ground was dead silence. And then, like Miller said, they kicked a goal based on the goalie's mistake. They literally missed the ball.
It was amazing.
And it was a goal. And they won, honestly, there would have been 20 seconds left after they got that second goal.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not much. It was overtime, pretty sure.
You
If
ripper
if
is all
that's a
I was
thing.
thinking.
Not
It was
sure.
8:30 at night and I was like, you ripper.
So good. And then the obviously the Scorchers had a win. Mickey definitely went to that. I feel like someone else did as well. So we'll tick that one off as well.
Yeah.
Anything that we go to support, they win.
So beautiful.
So yeah.
and also women in sport.
women in
YTG.
sport. We love them. We love everyone. We love all sports. They may not be as good as football, but sometimes they can also be exciting.
Yep.
Now I had to bring this up because Driscoll had a real intense moment of wanting to change the podcast name. She's been here 5 seconds and wanted to change the whole entire brand. So just talk us through. This is also where I found out that you'd hid me from your Instagram story, but anyway.
So firstly, I thought we've resolved that second point
That is
about
not
the
gonna be resolved.
Instagram. I think we need to move forward in this,
Yeah,
in our
okay.
friendship, teammateship, and in the podcast. Otherwise, we're not going to get past it. So it's in the past. I love you. We're friends. Let's just move on.
Okay.
And secondly, I had no idea that a name change was a complete rebrand, might I just add. So I was just throwing ideas up in the air. Nothing that I was, definite on, but just thinking, is kicking back really our style anymore?
Is it? Well, I was like, call us on 1300. We don't have a phone. This is not the radio. But Driscoll wanted us out to have some callers call in and let them know their thoughts on the podcast name. But maybe just hit us up on Instagram and let us know what you think. We've got to make a thing for that, I reckon, where people can not call in, but I don't know, do something.
Just add in their thoughts. And I think, for the fans, that'd be good.
Yeah.
And I think I've got the name sorted. It's either 2 part-time casuals or Old Buck Young Bull.
She's still going with that. Still going with that. Look, based on now that we've moved past the other thing that I had a bone to pick with you about, I've just got one more thing before we finish up the podcast. Do you remember last year where we were sitting on the bus and you were making a playlist for your 21st birthday? I was helping you out. I gave you so many song suggestions. I reckon a good, we spent a good half hour on that. And I didn't get invited to the actual party.
Oh, it must have got lost in the mail.
Yeah,
then, 'cause
I think it
definitely
did.
sent 45 invites out.
I'm still waiting.
Oh, damn. Maybe it's
I feel
because I
like we're
blocked you on
getting wrapped up
Instagram.
here real quick because we're running over time. Someone was late this morning, this afternoon.
I'm very sorry, Millie. You'll be invited to my 22nd next year.
Thank you.
We might even make it a joint. We've won the premiership 22nd birthday
Absolutely.
for me.
Well, I reckon the 21st birthday the invite might make it to me by then.
Yeah, good idea.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add? What's the season going to bring this year?
No, I can't wait. I think we're all looking really fit. We're all ready to go. I can't wait to see how our scratch match against the Eagles goes and bring it on.
Well, that brings us to the end of our pre-season special to kick off season 6.
I'm done.
I can't do it. Anyway, season 6, that was. We will be back for weekly podcasts prior to our first game on January 8th, so stay tuned. This is you.
Oh,
Look, I told you this was your part. All you had to say.
and in the meantime, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ho, ho, ho.